Hello guys, in this video I'm going to show you on how to make money in some of the known platform that we have in the market. And for today's video I'm going to show you specifically on how to make cash on the Upwork. So Upwork, in fact, as we know, is one of the oldest platform that we have. Previously in the year 2013 it used to be two companies which they happened to merge, the Alice and the Odesk. But in 2015 they merged, and 2013, in fact, in 2013 they merged and they formed the Alice and the Odesk. But in 2015 they rebranded to Upwork. If you go to some of the companies that do statistics, you'll find that it is one of the top rated company. In fact, in the Transpilot, it is rated 3.4, which is an average rate, best being 5. But that's not important. The most important part is how to make money in this one, in the Upwork. Upwork is to be known to be one of the hardest place to get a client to work for. But if you happen to follow some of the tested strategies that the guys that we have been here for quite some time, you'll be able now to get a client who are well paying, who will pay you some good cash, doing very simple tasks. So number one, you need to be psychologically prepared that Upwork is a competitive marketplace. So it is not easy for you to get a client easily. But that said, the most important part, just be positive that if you follow these procedures or the strategies that I'm going to give you, can I assure you 100% you'll be able now to get your client. Okay, number one, of course, you must be having an account. That's the most important part. You can have creating the account is quite easy. You go to their website www.upwork.com, then you sign up, you give out your details, and one of the most important part is ensure that in your profile it is error free, and the picture that you set as your profile picture, ensure that it's look nice. It look nice, because if at all you give a not good looking picture, people are likely to judge you based on the picture that you put as your profile picture. Okay, now maybe you can take a pen and you note this some of the strategy that I applied to get a client. Number one, before you apply for any job, there are some of the things that you need to consider. For example, if you look at this one, we have best matches based on my skills. Then is the most recent one. Then we have for US only. Then we have the saved job. Now let's assume that I'll go for this one, the best match. This one is based on, as I've said, based on the skills that I've provided. So you can see that this one was posted, type up this page, it was posted 3 years ago. This is 8 hours ago. This is 15 hours ago, 12 hours ago. So what you need to know is that if the job was posted around maybe 2 hours ago, the likelihood of getting that task is almost nil. So that is number one. You need to ensure that you apply for a job that has been posted a few minutes ago, a few seconds ago, so that you can have higher chances of getting that task. So that is number one, application. Note that. Number two, strategy number two, you need also to write a stellar cover letter. And unlike other jobs in the normal world, for this one you just go to the point. And there are some of the easy ways of which we have been using now to generate a cover letter. For example, assuming that you want to get to apply for this job, which now you type this page, and you can check maybe the requirement. Hello, I need somebody to type on this page for me in the Microsoft Word, where says believe it or not, Jenny at the top, but believe it's not, Rachel instead. What you need to do, you can copy the title, the job title, copy this one, then go to the ChatGPT, which is already now worldwide known platform for generating content. Then on the space provided, you type write for me 70 whichever 70 word cover letter based on this one. So it will just take a few seconds to generate the content. So take this one, the already generated content, then go to the job that you want to apply. You click this button, then you paste. Maybe you can do some few editing on the already provided content. You can edit on this part. Okay, let me try to enlarge. Okay, you can use a hello client. I'm excited to etc at I would like to apply for the position of the position of the job posting as accomplished professional with the dash 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 or the way, then you give your name after the last part. So that's the simplest way of generating a cover page, especially if English is not your first language. Most of us who are not from English speaking countries, we mostly have challenges in coming up with the good cover data. Okay, let's get back to this one. So that's the issue of coming up with the good cover. Okay, another strategy that you need also to consider, having now drafted a good or stellar cover letter, you also need to check the number of applicants that have applied for that particular task. For example, if you look at this one is between 15 to 20 applicants. Now, assuming that I want to apply for this task 23 hours later, what are the probabilities that I will get that job? The probability is almost zero. And you know the reason, the earlier the better. If you happen to, because the client will not have time to go to the recent applicants, we'll first go for the few people applied for the position, the highest. So the first or the two are the most which are mostly considered when it comes to the Upwork. Okay, now let me go to this one, the most recent one. Let me see the most recent. Okay, so that's the other thing. So you need to consider the time that that task was posted. So if it was posted hours and hours ago, kindly ignore that. The chances of getting that job is nil. Nice. We are through on that. Okay, now let's move to the other strategy. Okay, now having prepared your nice looking cover letter, the next step is to also check this. Has the client payment been verified? Because we have so many scammers on this website or this platform. So many of them. So you need to be a little bit careful when you are applied. Most of the cases, if the client has not payment is not verified, it is not advisable for you to apply for that. For example, if you look at this one, this is the search engine optimization. If you look at this one, the number of applicants that we have, they are less than 5. Then the payment is not verified, it's unverified. You also need to consider also the amount of money this person has spent. He has spent 0. He's also from India. Okay, now let's check. Let's try to see the history of this person. Now, if you look at the history about the client, the payment is not verified. Then another point, this person is in India. Then one job posted. This person has been a member since 11/20, which is now the date of today. So maybe this person is still new, doesn't know how to go about the whole thing. Okay, now let's pick another one, which Okay, now let's move to this one. Payment is unverified. The number of applicants is less than 5, which is a good number for you to apply. Okay, now let's try to get the. So for this other task, you will find that the client also has been a member from only today. Okay, now let's pick for to another client. Okay, now let's go to this one, 6 minutes ago. So we need a smart we here for lead generation and emailing. Okay, let's try to apply for this job. If you look at the number of applicants, they are less than 5. So these are the preferred qualification. We have the number proposal are between 5 and 10, which is a good number for you to. And also the next part, this person is not interviewing anybody, meaning that you have high chances of getting a chance also to be interviewed by this person, by this client. The invites are 0 and answered interview invites are also 0. Also, another good thing that you're supposed to consider, you also need to go through what other freelancers have said about the particular client, because we have some funny clients who happen to they give a task. After you are through with the task, they want you to continue doing so many other tasks which are not related to what you had agreed in the first place. Okay, if you look at some of the comments from other freelancers, it seems that this is a good client. But the very much unfortunate thing is that the location of this person, he wants people from Albania, Australia. So if at all I apply this one, there's a this mark, Dejaza, which means that I'm not qualified to apply for the task. So if at all I apply for the task, the likelihood of getting the chance are quite low. Okay, let me pick another task. Let me see. Okay, let me try to get a new task, the recent one. Okay, Amma, let me go to US only. Okay, let me see, but there is no any recent one for the USA supposed to be. Okay. This one will not help me to guide you guys on how to go about it. Okay. Okay. Okay, let me pick this one. Web performance analysis, Google Analytics. Hi there, I need some help with data analysis for one of my clients, looking for someone who can go into the Google Analytics for website and tell me about web traffic, time on set, bounce rate, popular, and etc. So it seems that this one has less than 5 applicants, so it seems that it's a good one to so for these, it seems like it's a good task to apply. Okay, go to the activities. The most important part is this one, the activities on this job. If you look of the number of proposals that we have, they are less than 5. This person is not interviewing anybody. The invites are 0. The answers are 0. Okay. Also, the other part, which is still very important, is the country. This part is, if you look at this person, it's in United States. The number of jobs that this person has already posted are around 16. If you look at the hiring rate, it's about 100%. Then we have the amount of money this particular person has spent is around 33K dollars. Then the average per hour is around 31.19 per hour, which is a good cash. Okay, so if you are interested, this is the kind of job that you should apply. Consider the number of proposals that have been sent by the many freelancers that are available in the market, and also check the history of the client. If the rating are less than 50, it means that this person likelihood of hiring are almost a half. But if it's 100% sure, it means that whenever this particular person posts a job, it definitely hires a freelancer for the posted job. Okay, so those are some of the things that you need to to consider before you apply for that job. Consider the number of applicants, whether this person has an history or not, and it is. So those are some of the major part when it comes to the application of the job. Okay. Now the other part, which is also very important, is also to work on your profile. Ensure that your profile is highly optimized. Because if your profile will not be highly optimized, the likelihood of your title, or some of the tasks that you can offer being at the top of the search for the search engine will be low, and that one will limit you the number of jobs that you can be invited by the many freelancers that are there. So just you can see, this is how my profiles looks like. Look at the title, the way I have crafted my title. Ensure that also you also need to set the hours, the payment per hour. You should set something which is meaningful based on the history that you have. And also remember, you can create the maximum of 3 profiles with different titles. So you can come up with maybe one for data entry, another one is for CEO, search engine optimization, and the other one is for creative writing. So those are some of the major things. So ensure that your profile is highly optimized for you to be at the top of the search. Whenever clients try to search something related to what you can offer. Otherwise, if your things will not be highly optimized, you will end up not being top rated, and you will never appear at the top of the page whenever clients try to search for your skill. Okay. Okay, having said that, the next other thing that you're supposed to work on is to ensure that whenever you get a task, you give it, you do it to your best so that you can get the top rating. Just as you can see, my job success is around 98%, while I'm top rated, which is it's a good rating because I've been quite in the system for quite some time. I've been offering. Also, you can check the amount of money that I've been able to earn for that period that I've been working on this platform. Maybe the number of jobs, the total number of hours. Okay, having said that, I think that's the most important part. Ensure that your profile is highly optimized. Okay, the next thing which I will show you in the next video is how to switch your account from your country. Maybe if you want your account to appear to be in the United States of America, because the likelihood of getting a job when your account is showing that you are in USA is highly. So as you can see, my account, it shows that I'm already in the Kings County, which is in the United States of America. So I will show you some of the strategies that you can use to switch your account from your local country maybe to another country like America. Remember, there's high chances of getting a job when your profile is showing that you are in USA, unlike when your account is showing that you are in another.
Show you some of the sure ways of getting the first client, assuming that you are a newbie on this platform. So step number 1, ensure that your profile is 100%. Just as you can see, profile completeness should be 100%. Okay, now let's go directly to some of the strategies that I've taught other client. So number 1, go to the search bar, then you can type maybe an easy task. So on the easy task, these are the tasks that are available on my search engine. Okay, so let me see. So it seems that the majority of them are are a little bit older. 7 hours is a little bit too far. Okay, let me see whether there is any which has been posted a few minutes ago. It seems that none. Okay, let me do this. Let me go back to my first page. Then I'll click this part. This without adding anything. Click this part. Then after that, the next option is to make some adjustment. You filter, and you can see that the experience level for entry level is around 22,833. Intermediate we have 8,000. Then we have the expert, which is the 7,267. Now, since you are only interested with the building your job history, I would rather advise you to start with the entry level. So click that of the entry level so that you can see the opportunities that are available for you. Okay, so for the entry level, let me see what I'll see. We have this one for proactive social media manager, Instagram, Amazon shopper, and analyze product quality. Okay, for this one, hi, I'm looking for a personal shopper to buy item for me online. Need to be dedicated to job with the knowledge on how to shop on Amazon. So let me see this one. So remember, just as I had said on the previous video, always check the payment history. Most of the cases, you'll find that if the client payment is not verified, that client is likely to be a scammer. So don't waste your connects applying for that job. You rather waste your connects by applying for jobs with which they have already payment verified with the platform. So for this one, I can see that it's already the payment has been verified. The number of proposals that have been sent is around 5. It's not a bad number. Then the 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 posted time, it was posted 16 minutes ago. The level, they are only interested with the entry level. Then the budget is $7. So I would rather, for a starter, go for this kind of task so that you can build your history. Okay, let me see. Okay, so we have, you can also check what other freelancers are saying about the client. Okay, for this one, this person, and we have John is an excellent client to work for, straightforward. Number 2, great client, instruction was straightforward. Then another point, this person never left a review. Then we have, I enjoyed working on this project and etc. So it means that this particular client is a nice one. Okay, so you can also check that the number of proposals are less than 5. This person is not interviewing anybody, no invite sent, no unanswered invite. So the next step, let me try to apply for this one. So I will copy the job description, what the client wants. Then I go to my ChatGPT, then command it to write for me 70-word cover letter based on these. So there goes my cover letter. So what I need to do is to copy the way it is, press the apply button. Then I do paste and do paste the cover letter. Okay, then you make the adjustment on this part. And our client, I'm excited to apply for the position of personal shopper with a strong dedication to provide exceptional service. I possess all the way to the last part. Then ensure that you adjust that part. Then there goes that part. Okay, let me assume that to remain with that term, then you press the enter the send button at the bottom part. So that is the strategy number one that I always advise the newbies to apply. Ensure that you apply for jobs that are already categorized as for the entry level freelancers. Okay, that's step number one, or one of the strategy that you can use to get the first client. Then we have number two, go for those easy tasks. Those easy tasks, they are easy. So easy to get a job that is less demanding, that requires only a person on the entry level. Okay, let me see whether you can see another one. Okay, you can, as you can see also, attention to all individuals aspiring to become entry level user interface website tester. We seek detail-oriented individual to evaluate our website user interface. No pre-experience is required. So this job was posted 2 hours ago. So this is also another good job for an entry-level freelancer to build his or her own job history. So this one, it's a good one. And also look at the condition. Multiple testers required, meaning that this person require more than one person. So there is a high chances of a freelancer getting employed by, or rather getting hired by this particular person, since the person require person with no job history. So that's also another study that you need to consider. Consider the level, the category, the number of applicants that have applied for that job, and the number of the freelancers required by the client to do that particular task. If the task require more than one, there is a high likelihood of you getting hired by that client. So I would really advise you go for those two things. Those are the two main parts that you should never and never ignore when you are starting. Then when your profile is in good standing, now you can now set up or rather you can also maybe become more choosy based on the amount of money you're likely to get paid. Okay, so I think we have really covered something small on this one. We have just generated the cover letter using the ChatGPT, and also some of the things that you need to consider before you apply for that particular one job to build your profile. Another strategy number three, is always go for the most recent post and task, which is always the second button after the best matches. For this one, it will show the most recent post and task. For example, for this one, this task has been, you are supposed to Shopify store redesign, which has been posted 56 seconds ago. Then we have the data collection. This one, we are looking for a researcher to collect data on tertiary health education program in Washington. The education institutes are found in these and these and these. So this is also another another easy part that you can also apply. Okay, let me see. Okay, you can look at the condition. The number of proposals are less than 5. Then another point, this person is not interviewing, no invite sent, and no unanswered invite. So this seems to be a good client to give a trial if you want to build your profile. So you can as well check the number of proposals that are required, 16. Then these are now the proposals that I have which are remaining as per today, date 19. Okay, so always check the most recent post and job for you to get high chances of getting a client to hire you. Then the next part we have those tasks that are posted only for US freelancers, and they include medical article. You will review ghost written article for medical accuracy starting EMR software. Our content has been proofread. If the article has been revised, you will not. Our content is not technical. It is going to be easy and digestible, etc. So maybe you can apply some of things like this one. It's quite a simple thing that you can do. So those are some of the tasks. So in my next video, I'll show you how, for example, if you are in other countries, how to switch your account from your country, your local country, to your account to be seen as if it is in United States, which would give you a higher chance for you to get employed by the client in United States of America. Okay, so I think that is what I had to do for you today. So thank you for taking time to go through my video. In case you have any question, you can give me a comment at the comment section. I will go through all the question or what you'll get from on my comment section, then give the required advice, because I know most of the newbies on this platform, they're always anxious to get the first task, which is most of the is not easy. Most of them, they give up before they get the first client. So I will answer all the questions that I'll get in my comment section. And lastly, and not the least, don't forget to like and also share with your friend, and also to subscribe. Thank you. Have a lovely day.